All right, let's pull in Torsten Staffeldt. He's a member of the German parliament. He's a maritime expert and a sailor himself. Mr. Staffeldt, thanks for joining us. Let's talk politics first. What are the prospects? What's the probability of the city of Hamburg getting federal money to fund the expansion of its harbor?
Well, you know that we have in Germany, we have our federal system, so the duties are dependent on the kind of organization. So Hamburg, for example, has to finance his ports, but we, from the Bund, from the Bundesrepublik, we finance the dredging, for example, for the Elbe, so that ships can reach the Hamburg ports.
But you know, there are a lot of politicians, including the economics senator from Hamburg. They say that all of Germany benefits from the harbors in Germany, particularly Hamburg. I mean, Germany is the export leader from Europe. That automatically makes Hamburg's harbor important at the federal level, doesn't it?
Well, that's true, because you know that we have export champions from Europe, so we have to finance and get our ports functioning. But nevertheless, the property is Hamburg, so Hamburg has to finance exactly like Bremen or Bremerhaven or Wilhelmshaven, where we build the Jade port. So if they want the benefits and the cash, they have to finance.
All right, so there's a possibility that they'll get the cash from Berlin. Let's talk about shipbuilding for a second. You know, we've seen in the show already China, South Korea, they're pumping in billions into their own shipbuilding industry. Can Germany compete with that?
We can compete, but not in this kind. We cannot compete with subsidization, because we are not able to get so much money into the shipyards or whatever. But we have special shipyards, like, for example, the Meyerwerft or also Flensburger Shipping Company. They are well experienced and they have the ability to compete on the worldwide market because of their technology expertise.
I know, I mean, what you are saying, Mr. Staffeldt, we hear that about a lot of industries. We can't compete on the mass level anymore. The Asians have that, so we're going into niche markets, specialty markets.
Yes.
Is there enough money, is there enough demand in these niche markets to keep an entire industry alive?
Well, we hope so, because you know we have also other laws, for example, the laws for the energy, for the renewable energy and the offshore industry. So we get billions of euro into these markets, and we think that the shipyards can also get their profit from this kind of offshore ships, etc.
What about letting the shipbuilding industry survive at its own devices? In other words, if the industry dies out, so be it. I mean, why does the government have to be involved there if you admit yourself as a member of parliament that you can't compete with the subsidies that the Chinese and the South Koreans are dishing out right now? Why not let this industry die?
Well, of course, it's technology that is needed, especially for the export, but also for the maritime decade or century that will reach, in my opinion, in the next years. We have to get to get these abilities to build ships, but also, for example, to get exploration ships, etc., for the deep sea.
Okay.
So this is a future project.
All right, so it's about the future. Mr. Staffeldt, thank you very much for coming in and leaving your ship long enough to talk with us today.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.